What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles exclusive figure, April O'Neil. And so here we have April O'Neil posing out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually take a look at what she comes with. April does come with two different head sculpts. We do get one where she's smiling with her teeth showing. Then we get one where she's just smiling with her mouth closed. She also comes with several sets of hands. We get a pair of open hands. We get a pair of grip hands. We get a right fist hand. And then we get a pointer finger hand. She also comes with a dozen boxes of pizza, which are sculpted really nicely. I do like that. We do get Raph's sigh, which he picks up at the beginning of the movie. Then we do get a microphone with an actual working wire, so I do like that. She also comes with her purse, which is nicely detailed. It's a really nice accessory. And then we do get a little NECA stage for her because she is going to need it, and I'll explain that in a little bit. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually take a closer look at April O'Neil. And so here we have a closer look at April O'Neil, and NECA has done an amazing job with this figure. The reason this figure looks so good is because Judith Hoag, who was originally the actress for April, actually worked in depth with NECA to get this figure right, and I think they nailed it. Now, unfortunately, mine does have one issue where I didn't get both heads. I actually got the same head sculpt. And I know they're the same because the teeth is showing on both of them, and the teeth on this one are not painted. She's supposed to come with two different head sculpts, one with her teeth showing, and then one where she's smiling with her mouth closed, unfortunately. I actually got the same one, and this one looks terrible because it doesn't have the teeth painted, so yeah, that is unfortunate. I'm going to try to get hold of NECA, see if they can send me the proper head. If not, it's no big deal. I really do like this head. Now, as I said, Judith Hoag, who worked really close with NECA, helped design this figure, and they did a very good job with it. I absolutely love the way it came out. The hair is spot on, and I think it works for this figure. It's done in a base brown, and then they just added a lighter color on top of that, and it really does highlight how nice the hair is. Her hair is really nice and curly, just as it was in the movie. So NECA knocked it out of the park with the likeness, and it does look a lot like Judith Hoag, so really good job by NECA there. They didn't skimp on the detailing on her outfit either. They did a fantastic job with that. You can see she is wearing the vest right here, which is nicely detailed. It looks like a leather vest. We do have a button right there. Surprisingly, nowhere to attach the button. That's a minor detail that I think was in the movie. I haven't seen the movie in a while, but if it is missing that button slot, it's okay. It's not a huge deal, but really do like the sculpt work here. The vest looks like it's really made of leather, which I really like that little detail. We do have some pins right here, our little clip right there. I don't remember what it's supposed to be, but it looks really nice. The shirt is detailed exceptionally well. You can see just how nice all those blues and reds contrast each other. And one little detail I do like is that her roll-up sleeve is a lighter color than the base of the outfit, which is pretty much how actual clothes are. The inside is normally lighter than the outside, and that's one detail that is spot on. She does have her watch right here on her left arm. Now, unfortunately, there's not too much detailing on it. They didn't include a face on the watch, which it's not a big deal. On the right hand, we do have a ring on her thumb, excuse me, and just really nice detailing on the hand. Overall, really loving her outfit here. Now, the skirt, as you would expect, it does hinder articulation, but we'll get into that as we move on to articulation. In terms of detail, really love the print work on it. It's beautiful. It looks so nice. It's almost as if it jumped right out of the movie, and it looks like actual fabric, which that's a really nice detail that NECA was able to perform beautifully here. They even added all the seam lines that look like real seam lines, so gotta give NECA props on that. They have knocked it out of the park with this figure, and working so close with the actress, I wouldn't expect anything less. Now, her legs are a little bit ugly in terms of aesthetics. You can see they went with this double joint design. I don't know why NECA does this. It doesn't look good on all characters. With armored characters, it makes sense, but with stockings, it's not too good. And if you turn it to the back, they painted the joints. I don't know why NECA has this urge to paint joints. You don't paint joints. That's what causes fragile joints and breakage. You just mold the joint in the same plastic and you're not going to have any issues. I don't understand their reasoning for this. They've been in the toy business for so long. They gotta move away from this. That is unacceptable, especially in 2021, and it's even really noticeable here on her ankle. So yeah, if I have to knock the figure for anything, it's that plastic joint that they have right here that's flesh tone when it's not supposed to be. I know there's some people that are going to try to defend it. No, this is something that can't be defended this late in the game. NECA really has to start molding joints in the joint color, not painting them. Oh, it's really annoying, especially when you see the ankles. That's not how it's supposed to look, and the paint will eventually chip off, and you can see it already start chipping up here. So it's not an ideal situation, especially when the paint completely chips off already. So yeah, that's one thing I really am not a fan of. I do like the fact that they did sculpt her heels now. She comes with a NECA stage especially for this. As you would imagine, these heels make it very hard for her to stand on her own. It's not impossible, mind you, but it does add some level of difficulty, which is unfortunate. I still like the way this figure came out, and with all the things I don't like about it, there's more to love about it. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at how April O'Neil compares to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have April O'Neil posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have April O'Neil posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have April posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. Here we have April O'Neil posed next to the NECA movie Foot Soldier and Raphael. And so here we have April O'Neil posed next to the Casey Jones from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at her articulation. Now, April does have a double ball joint in the head, which she can look up quite a bit despite having long hair. It's soft enough that it does get out of the way, and you can see she looks up really well. She can look down. We can tilt her head really nicely. I do like that. It also turns left and right, so really good range of movement in the head. We do have a ball joint in the shoulder, which does go out. It doesn't go all the way horizontal, but it does go out enough. It does go all the way around, no problem. We don't have a bicep joint, but we do have a joint here in the bicep. As you can see, it is a double jointed elbow, and it does rotate at that elbow joint. Then we also do get forearm rotation. Don't know why NECA likes going with this joint. It looks ugly, but because it is fabric, I guess I can let it slide. It's not as bad as bare arms or stocking legs. So she has a hinge in the wrist, which does go in and out, and then we do have rotation at that joint. She does have a ball joint here in the waist, and it does go forward about that far, goes back about that far. So surprisingly, she gets more range going forward than she does going back. She can lean to the side as well as rotate, so really do like that ball joint there. I want to say she might have another joint somewhere here, but it's underneath her shirt, but I can't quite get to it, so there is that. So as you would imagine, the skirt does impede articulation. Her hips only go out about that far. They go back about that far, then they go forward about that far. It's not the best we've seen, and because there are no slits in the skirt, yeah, we don't get any range of movement in the legs, unfortunately. She does have a thigh swivel up high. Then we also do get that double jointed knee, which it is functional, it just looks terrible. We do have rotation at the top of the knee, then we have rotation at the bottom of the knee. We do have a hinge in the ankle, which does go back and forward, And normally it would be wow, it actually is a forward-facing pin. It's at a higher angle, but it's not just a rotation. A lot of times when they give heeled figures ankle rocker, it's more of a vertical joint, but this, it is pegged in at an angle, so it kind of technically is a rocker ankle. So yeah, that surprised me a little bit, but overall, really good articulation here on April O'Neil, and it's works for what she is. She's not going to be doing any kung fu poses, so really do like that. Getting her to stand can be a little bit of an issue, but I've had her standing on her own throughout most of the reviews, so it is in the realm of possibility. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get her posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have April O'Neil posed for my final thoughts, and overall NECA has knocked it out of the park with this release. I think one of their better lines is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie line. Every figure from the movie line that I've had a look at has been exceptionally well done. I haven't had any issues with them, with the exception of Casey Jones, but I'll talk about that later. Other than that, I think April here is a fantastic addition to that, and it was the one figure we were missing in our collection. Before she got announced, we had the 4 Turtles, Splinter, Shredder, the Foot Soldier, and Casey Jones, but now having April, it feels like the cast is complete. You don't need to have any other characters. Yeah, I do know that Danny is a side character, that they did make him in the Loot Crate thing, but I don't see him as an essential character as April here. April is done exceptionally well. NECA knew exactly what they were doing when they made this figure, and one thing I am very grateful for is that Judy Hogue, who was the original actress for April, actually was partnered to do this figure. If it wasn't for her, who knows how they would have done this figure. It could have been an exclusive that they made for a convention or a store exclusive, which would have been really hard to get hold of. One of the stipulations she did give when making this is that it was readily available to the fans and to collectors, and that was one thing NECA did make this figure. It was readily available to any collector that wanted it. Now, she was exclusive to the NECA store. However, she was on sale for 2 weeks, which gives you just enough time to purchase her if you really did want her. Without second thought, the moment those pre-orders went up, I pre-ordered mine for about $30, so it came out to about $36 after shipping, but that's perfectly fine because April here is a fantastic figure, and I love the fact that not only NECA but the actress were heavily involved with making this figure, and it came out to the best that you could expect, and very well done on NECA's behalf. So if I have to say one thing, is that this is a very perfect figure done by NECA in terms of working with the actor and getting it out to the fans. In terms of quality, I got 2 of the same heads, which is never fun, and the fact that she does have those flesh colored joints in her legs, not a good look for the figure, but overall still very happy. If you didn't pre-order April when NECA did have them available, you will end up paying no less than $100 for this figure on secondhand market. I've already seen eBay prices. $100 is the cheapest you can find this figure. So if you didn't get her when she was $30, that's kind of on you for waiting to pick her up. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other NECA and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you'd like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.